In order to give you an idea about the non-technical changes, I'm very happy that I could invite and convince a colleague of mine, Peter Koll, who is team coordinator for the German and the UK sales team, to speak to me or us a little bit about the changes we did in the organization from the sales teams, from the professional services teams, and he will also I know because I saw his slide deck, will tell us a little bit what makes Beta Systems special in the past and in the future. Peter, can you hear me?
Yes, totally fine. I hope likewise.
Yes, you're on air now. We can see you. And yes, I said in the introduction, it is a lot of things that are new to also the sales organization in managing customers.
Exactly.
If you followed our sessions in the morning, we were speaking, and I confessed that topics I haven't heard 2 years before about Helm charts and Kubernetes clusters. And if this is new to the development and product management team, it is probably also quite new to the sales team, right?
Definitely. As you said, there is container deployment and there is container deployment. But yeah, totally happy to be here. Thank you for having me. To everyone out there who might not know me, I'm Peter Koll with Beta Systems for a little over 11 years now. Started off as junior account manager and then key account manager, now team coordinator in DCI. And very much trying to give you a picture in terms of maybe like a little journey that not only I did within Beta Systems, but also Beta Systems does, and what that means for you. So Nils, I would be just handing over. Maybe you could just give me full control, mics, and just mute. I guess if there are questions, we get them through the chat. Nice. So as I said, Peter Koll with Beta Systems for 11 years. And when I started, people said, mainframe, this is something, and there's an installation that is super stable and we're not going to touch it, never change a running system. Over the years, we felt certain changes just coming, and now with Lighthouse, we not only reacted on the product side, but we also reacted on the organizational side, on our approach, on how we want to view the possibility of do what you do best. So to start, I guess, overall, the picture of Beta Systems, fortunately for me, because that's the reason why I'm still here, is that we always try to be very close to our customers, meaning that we operate within the markets that individual regional topics are differentiated from other markets. So we have independent people working in North America, in Middle and South America, Central Europe. This is where I'm located, in Berlin, out of Germany, within the headquarters. So looking at the world in our markets that we dedicatedly serve, we also are very proud to still have and enforce the idea of being locally. Despite the fact that most of you as our customers are the top tier within your industry, we still have the drive to be really close to your personally, as well as the decisions that drives your IT forward. So in result, those are the locations that you can count on people from Beta Systems are actually working in. So as I said, top left corner, Berlin, this is where I'm working. We have Madrid, we have Paris, of course, and then within the United States, we have one dedicated headquarters, but our colleagues being divided across the states. So you guys have someone at least close in terms of what could be close in such a huge area. So to sum it up, 40 years of experience in a market that demands immense data to be securely processed, reliable, worked with, and also stored. So over the years, Beta Systems has gathered more than 3,500 customers and 3.5 million end users. Coming up and summing it all up in a software generation that is now brought to you called Lighthouse, but in the adventure of Beta Systems, it is already the 8th software generation. So all of the software generation that we brought to you, and many of you probably know at least from the 3rd generation what Beta Systems stands for, and our core has always been the mainframe. And we strongly believe that the mainframe is alive. So to sum the overall idea of Lighthouse and its possibilities together, we say we as Beta Systems are committed to the mainframe because the mainframe itself is still alive. So what does it actually mean when we say, okay, we have organizational changes, we have structural changes, not only on the product side? Why do I care as a customer, and what does it mean for you? So as a company, I took the liberty of dividing what I'm trying to paint as a picture in 3 different segments. So as an overview, giving you a little time to read through it, as an overview, those are some of the aspects that in today's business or role as a company, you just have to take care of, which is much more than it has been 20 years ago. But for today, I really want to focus on 3 of those criterias that we put on our own flag. And this is reorganization as in facing and working with what is brought to us. And reorganization also for you means that you have with Beta Systems a partner on your side that tries to give you the knowledge dedicated to what problems you have. Meaning that independent of each channel that you contact us, you will always get an answer that fits to the issue without having dedicatedly go through different departments. So what we've done is looking at our service team, we looked at our pre-sales team, and we looked at our support team. And we figured that a whole lot of knowledge that could very much speed up the solution finding at the customer is within the 3 departments, but could be gathered in just one help for the customer. So it is very much an internal thing to have those guys divided. Because for the customer, for you, it is very much unimportant if the guy has pre-sales or services on its business card. From now on, that means that with this reorganization of those 3 critical customer-faced elements, we promise or committed ourselves to fulfill the close to the customer attitude that Beta Systems always had. In the future with Lighthouse internally for us as well. For you, the result of it is the capability of being innovative. Meaning that despite the fact that it's very easy to create a website saying most innovative software independent vendor, if you look at 8 software generations within one segment, such a small niche, and not just refreshing its looks, but really giving you more functionality, more ways of creating business cases, of getting this little edge on top of your competitor. This is what really capability of innovation means. And throughout the whole morning, Niels and Mirko, the commitment they gave for us, containerization, AI, dedicated audit functions, fitting your business needs. This is innovation, despite the fact that the machine itself might be looking similar than to 20 years ago. And last thing, we work with partners, something very easily said, but in the end, if you realize what kind of role or core function you can give to your customers, then it's very necessary to also have the ability to say, okay, this is not our part anymore, but we have someone for you. So Beta System tries to be this partner on your side where you can open up in different conventions, in different channels and webinars to give us the chance of looking together with you at your issue and then solving it software-wise, automated. That is why working with partners is one of the core things that Beta Systems will do and has always done. So for you, what do you get? Well, mainly clustered in 4 things you can always count on: know-how. with more than 40 years of experience, the products that come out of Beta Systems show that we know what we do. You also get, or always got, customer proximity, meaning that there will not be some sort of bridge where you wait 2 weeks for an answer being created that is obviously created in a genetic way and not dedicated to you. So with the reorganization of service, support, and pre-sales, we also enhanced our capabilities of giving you 24/7 support, meaning that a whole lot of you having issues finding staff and resources, being able to fulfill maintenance windows and all the jobs and work that has to be done throughout the maintenance windows within this little window you have. Talk to us. We have teams that have been doing and are doing IWS upgrades that do migrations from products to products within a certain time window, because we know what your business is behind due to the proximity. It's out of the customer proximity, the result of it is customer-oriented acting, meaning that whenever we bring a product out of, when we bring a product out or launch a product, it's not because we found a way of generating a whole lot of something. It's always because there was a case behind it that was brought to us, that is evolved out of a conversation with someone, and mostly more than 80%, it's out of a talk with you. So with the expansion and the new development and the focus on the customer point of view with pre-sales, sales, and services, we believe that this really drives our products a bit farther and faster. You also get documentation that is available in the same way that support tickets are created or the products themselves are downloaded. So we always try to give you the adopted thing of what you expect from a software vendor, knowing that you also had to change your businesses, home office, different locations, time zones, and all of the issues that you guys have on your end as well. And in the end, whenever you talk to Beta Systems and decide to invest to use our products, you can be sure that whatever investment you guys take, we do it as a sustainable one as well. Beta Systems has not been known for throwing out money and investing in ideas that, then just pop like a bubble after all. I think the strongest example for that is Horizont being now, for years now, being part of Beta Systems. And I think the customer experience out of this joint venture speaks for itself. And it is a proof of sustainable investment, because Horizont is still existing, it's still acting as your partner as you know it, but joined by the forces of Beta Systems. So in the end, looking at all those 4 major parts, you might say, okay, Peter, but what does it mean, like for me as your customer with a dedicated key account manager? What can I count on I get out of Lighthouse? So here are the major parts that I wanted to highlight without sales, price, metrics, and licenses and whatsoever, just giving you the confidence to know with Lighthouse you have a dedicated one day at the customer. Whenever there is something you want to be clarified, you want to be presented, you want to be shown on site, this is something we do, not charging. We invested in more than 20, we actually hired more than 25 new colleagues only within the technical and sales environment. So out of what I told you throughout the last minutes, 25 new colleagues make sure that this really works. We gave you the opportunity, just like today, to join more than 20 webinars with practice examples, giving you dedicated examples how you can get rid of CA spool, how you do RUG-F audits, how you do migrations without the workload automation, how you do certain JCL prepping tool migrations, because yes, there are alternatives out there. And now when you think about, well, last time we tried to replace a certain piece of software, it was too complex. We had lack of resources. This is what Niels has been showing and our colleagues will show follow-up as well, this is something that we invested as well. The capability of adopt to your existing legacy systems and giving you the possibility of highly automated migrations, ending up with a product, with a vendor behind it, with a clear investing strategy, making those product future-proof. It is being from sales, all those words, but yes, we have examples and we can prove our capability. We have dedicated migration procedures. We have tools and concept for CA Spool, for Control D, JCL Prep, EOS, and much more. This has been done successfully with a high automation rate, and the little rest that has been done manually is together with our team. So again, whole lot of knowledge, modern functional software giving you a clear advantage. And then to challenge all of this and to not hide behind a desk and not really going out and being able to do what we present, we organize, and we still think this is one way of bringing the market together, see what other companies within the same market have as issues. Horizont organized the HOT, European largest workload automation trade fair. We are a very close partner to the GSE in the UK, as well as in all of the other DACH and Western Europe regions where the GSE is present. We will be at the share again. We were at the share the last couple of times. Please join us there if you from that part of the ocean. Our colleagues with the board itself will be there and happy to have a chat with you about your issues and how we can help with them. On top of this, throughout, or because of the position that we had in the past, now being able to offer you a now as a workload automation product, we also enhanced and expanded our expertise within workload automation tool migrations. And here we're not only talking tool versus tool, we're speaking tool versus cloud native tools. This comes with a whole lot of new experiences of a different way of designing your business processes being worked along. Something that we are very proud of, but very happy to show how it really works and that it does work. Migrations towards those cloud native products are much easier, highly automated, and within the WA world, Red Volt, Control M, IWS, Automic, CA7, all of those highly automated migrations done within a time frame that gives you a positive business outcome very fast. So to sum all of this up, I guess knowing beta from the past, you get the picture that the real core thing didn't change. But what did change is the approach on how we reacted to what happened. More on this, I'm very happy if you go to our new website as well, betasystems.com. You probably saw it in our logo as well. Beta Systems as we were, but different looks, even on the website. And as a final one, someone once told me, Peter, a good presentation, a good something, give the people something to take away with. And here I decided, as a result of the research I did, I have a quote for you from one of our colleagues, the head of the now joined pre-sales and service department, Mario Mesa. And in the chat about what is it that pre-sales is doing, or what is it that gets pre-sales out of the bed in the morning, what is your mission behind all of this? And he said, well, you could basically say, we help our customers not only to remain the competitive edge in the market, but also to gain advantage over the others. So if you take this away of not being afraid of contacting us, you have an issue within your IT, you have something that worries you, that keeps your resources, let's talk about it. There might be an answer, and if there's an answer, the answer will be highly automated, and you have a fast, positive outcome, because migrations are doable nowadays. And we have the staff for it. We have the products that have the capability of working with your old data, but also being able to include new processes that you have to include today. So thank you. I hope I could give you, apologies, I hope I could give you a bit of an overview of how we approach Lighthouse as a product generation of a program made for customers and based on feedback that we got from you. So if you have anything, contact us. We're still here for you, and we will be there for you tomorrow as well. Thank you. Niels, I hope this was understandable and something that you can work with. I know the follow-up track is very back-to-back to my track,
Right.
and it's going to be a good one, isn't it?
It is a very good one. It's an international one. It is from Adam from the US team. He woke up early today in order to make this session. And we will speak about beta access. But staying for a second, because we have a couple of minutes we still have to speak about that. First of all, thank you very much,
Sure.
Peter, to give us this overview and championing our organization. I would like to highlight 2 to 3 aspects of what you were saying, because for some of the aspects we mentioned already, so it's just subscribing to what others were saying, and we want to get our customers in the audience to take that with them. And that is, of course, our willingness to be there for them on an individual basis. So the One Day at a Customer program is an important messaging from us to the customers, which means it's not that we are selling this. My understanding, One Day at a Customer is a service we grant for free to our customers, that we are going to visit them in order to speak about their setup, configuration, and I can extend that, since it's in my responsibility. It would be not just the sales and pre-sales team coming to the customer, it is also product management. So we had the session of Gerald in the morning some hours ago, where he was also begging for customers, asking him to visit them and to speak to them, because this is, of course, our food that we can improve, make our products better, our offerings better when we are speaking to our customers, right?
Exactly. I mean, to be honest, it is a win-win situation out of my experience.
True.
Due to the fact that most of our colleagues have been with us for several years, our customers tend to have a understanding that, you know, we know how to deal with information. In the end, not only our products are from the technical perspective within a highly compliant, focused environment, but also the things that are talked with us and about, you know, is something that we can deal with. And having the possibility of someone in the same room or digitally whenever it's not possible also creates some sort of, you know, trusted space. And this is what we believe, this is what we gain out of it: ideas, concepts, tricks that make our products better. And then the customer, on the other hand, gets insights and also maybe new functions, how he can develop something that he's been thinking of. So this is why we think this One Day at a Customer is a win-win situation, and it couldn't be if one side would be paying for it.
Great. And the second aspect I would like to pick, you mentioned competitor products that can be matched by Beta Systems portfolio. What is important, because we don't have an extra session for this, is you mentioned ANow and the capability to very smoothly, I wouldn't say risk-free, but at very low risk to do the conversion from any existing workload automation system to the ANow platform. I would like to stress this a little bit, because we don't have an extra session for ANow in this context, but since ANow is also part of the Lighthouse story, I would like to agree to this. And whenever somebody is listening here who says, yes, we have to renew our WLA system and we don't know how to approach that, just contact us, right? We have the methods, the tools, the product to do that.
Definitely. Maybe one thing I always, you know, I have this little board next to my computer writing down the most important things. If I'd be an WA expert or IT admin, whenever I have the feeling those are so many scripts, we will not getting rid of those scripts. There's no way. This is exactly what the strong suit of Automate Now is. We have tools that automatically generate Automate Now capabilities out of your own existing scripts. So you do not need someone that is translating script via script. This is the big part that is automated now. And this is why all of the migration can be done automatically up to 97% nowadays, meeting an average of a bit of over 90%. And the rest of it often can be done and successfully transferred by rethinking the reason why this job or this process has been created in the first place. So yes, with Automate Now and being cloud native and having all those tools for the migration, things really changed out there.
Thanks for these insights. We probably have to do an extra webinar on this subject to give the full picture to our customers. Peter, thank you very much for this session. I want to close with a compliment to you and the colleagues from the account management. I think it was 3 years ago that I visited a conference, a mainframe conference, and a customer, I can't say the name of the company, came up to our booth and he was saying, "Beta Systems, are you truly a company? I thought you are a part of the IBM mainframe operating system." And this understanding of our customers, that we are so closely linked to mainframe computing and the environment of our customer, is also a credit to the account managers who served very well the past years. Thank you very much for that.